Hello, welcome to PowerPoint 2010. In this tutorial we're going to talk about video and how to use and import video into your PowerPoint slideshow. You'll notice I'm on a blank slide, so I've got a content placeholder. I can always use the insert media clip, which will bring up the insert video dialog box and allow me to put video in. I can go and navigate to find it. If you are on a page where it doesn't have that, then you can always use the insert ribbon, and then there's a button here that's the same thing. If you click the drop down, you're going to notice some additional options that are available, but we're just going to go ahead and click the button, which will bring up the video from file. In my documents library, I'm going to double click Internet Safety and Ethics, and there's a video here that I've created, and all I have to do is select it and insert the video. Wait patiently for a moment. This is a little bit of a long video. And there it is. So one of the things you're going to notice immediately about PowerPoint 2010 is the fact that it's got this media navigation bar that's right there in your editing pane. So I can actually, play the video and pause the video and do stuff right in there. Additionally, you have an option to include that pane or that tool on your on-screen video when you're projecting. But let's just take a look at some of the options we have. First of all, there's the play, which will let us just play the video and preview it, and that's a nice button right there. The corrections button will allow us to make visual corrections to brightness, contrast, and other options that we have available. The color features, like the color feature in the images toolbar. I could turn mine all slightly red if I wanted to. I'm not really sure why you'd do that with a video, but I guess you can. There's also a poster frame option that lets you put a frame around the edge of it using an image from a file or other frames and other options. And then I can reset the design if I choose to and just set it back to the original design. Just like the picture menu, I also have these borders that I can put around it, and additional borders that let me really add to what I can do. There's a video shape. Will actually let me stamp it and make it look like a face if I want to. When I hit play on that, it'll play inside of a little face feature. Watch this for a second and we'll see how that looks. There's a video border that allows me to change the color, and then video effects allows me to create more effects on it.
This program is brought to you fully sponsored by School Media Incorporated, producers and distributors.
So I'm going to click back on my video page, select my video, and we're going to use that awesome reset the design feature to turn that back off. Like we also saw in the picture tools, we can see the bring forward, select, send backwards, and selection panes, as well as the size tools. Now those are only the ones that change the way it visually looks on the PowerPoint slide. What we want to also see is that there's a format one, that's one we're working with right now, but there's also a playback toolbar for video tools. This is the one that's extremely powerful in the new PowerPoint. First of all, you have this tool that adds bookmarks. I can play my video and I can add bookmarks, so it allows you to include a much longer video in PowerPoint. I used to kind of suggest to people, if it was longer than 3 minutes, you shouldn't be using it in PowerPoint, because it needs to be probably somewhere where you can pause and fast forward it. Well, you can do that now. You can actually include those features in here. You also have an option here to trim your video. I'm going to click this video so we can trim that video, and what I'm going to get is a very light version of a video editor. You can see it's kind of populating the audio track and letting me see this. Basically, this only thing it lets you do is just trim. It lets you pick a part of the clip. So if there's this 26-minute video, there were 7 minutes I wanted to use, I can arrange that here. Because I'm also recording my screen, that's going to be a little bit too intensive for me to show you that, but it is a really powerful tool, really nice. It's one that I think has been asked for a lot. I'm going to click the cancel button on that, and we're right back here. So there's a couple other options that are kind of nice to know about. One of them is the play full screen button. I use this quite frequently. It lets me come to the slide, and if I've set it to automatically play, then it'll play as soon as the slideshow starts up. Now mine's set to play on a click, so when I click this image on the full screen, it'll go full screen, play the video. When the video is done, it'll stop. That would include any trims I've already created. You could loop it until stopped if you wanted to use this in some kind of a, an open house where you've got a video that plays constantly with a PowerPoint frame around it. That'd be kind of useful. There's also this rewind after playing that sets it back to the beginning. That's kind of the features that are there available for the PowerPoint show. Another feature that you can use in using video in PowerPoint 2010, which is a new feature, and it's a pretty powerful one. It's pretty amazing. I'm going to click on the Insert ribbon to bring up my options for inserting different kinds of media, and I'm going to choose this video icon, but I'm going to click on the little drop-down arrow underneath it and choose a video from a website. Now, notice this tells me that I can insert a link to a video you've uploaded to a website, copy the embed code from that website, and paste it to the text below. And they've just been general website. But most of us know the major place you can go to find video is YouTube. So I'm going to click on this Internet Explorer window I have open and available, and there's this video I found called Copyright Forever, Less One Day, and it's an alternative version or an alternative view on kind of how copyright works and maybe should work. And down below you'll see that there is a share or embed this video. I'm going to just click on that, and we're going to see that I've got some options to get a link to it, a shortened link to it, share it on Facebook, other items, or I can embed this. I'm going to choose that embed code. It's going to give me this little piece of HTML code. I really don't understand that completely. It's okay if I don't, because all I have to do is right click on my computer and copy, or I can use the Control C shortcut key. I'm going to switch back to PowerPoint and just right click again and paste, or Control V will also paste it, and go ahead and insert that. What we should see is an error message. It cannot insert from this embed code, and that's because by default YouTube uses this iframe code. Now, I mentioned you don't have to really know what this is, but I did want to show you that the basic one will not work. However, YouTube has been very polite when you click on that embed, there's an option here to use the old embed code. It's an older way of doing it, and now it says object width and some other stuff in there. Again, don't really have to know what that all means. All I need to do is click in the box, copy that whole item out. I could have made some adjustments on here that would automatically adjust the embed code. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to come right back to my PowerPoint, and this time I'm going to paste that object width type of embed code and insert that. Wait patiently, and we should see that this time it'll work. The reason I don't worry too much about the size that I embedded, it'll automatically, I can still resize it here. Let's click on the play button to look at our video page, the slideshow button from the page. Wait a second, and it'll load up. And so here's our video embedded. Now, for this to work properly, YouTube has to be available, or whatever video site you're using. I'm going to click play on this. And the internet has to be active. Otherwise, it's just going to be a little image there that's not going to really work or function. Just be a placeholder. Now, I'm really not going to wait for this to reload. I'm going to go ahead and pause this and then escape right out of it. I hit the escape button to get out of my PowerPoint. Okay, now we're back in our editing mode of our PowerPoint instead of our full screen mode, but that is a pretty powerful tool. Again, because internet connectivity and these video sharing sites are so common, it's pretty nice that PowerPoint has made that available. I just wanted to point out other sites also have that kind of embed code. Vimeo has it, so I can click on this one, and you'll see that this is an iframe one. I can also choose to use the old embed code here. Many of them will have these kinds of options. Click on that link, it should update it. Now I have one that's an object width. So you can see that you can use either of those methods to create video that's linked to the internet. It's kind of a nice tool that they've added to PowerPoint. Close our tabs. And we're back in PowerPoint. We'll be able to continue on with our tutorials. Hope that helps with your looking at how to include video in your PowerPoint. Both of those are some pretty good methods. One is inserting it and one is embedding it.